At the time, as some of you may not know, being black was a problem. Being any color but white was a problem. It's actually because of that we got our bloodiest war, the Civil War. But the story of inequality didn't stop there. This story was successful for the government, but they didn't know what was really happening.
Mama, I'm just tired. When you gonna get the money from the bureau?
Maybe we just gonna get some money when we's free from oppression, free from racism, free from those bloodthirsty folks whose thirst can only be quenched by the sweat and tears that we put into the work for 100 years.
Mama, when is Daddy coming home? When is he gonna be done with us?
Baby, that does not concern you, and I instruct you to stay in a child's place.
Now, as time went by, the 14th and 15th Amendments passed within Congress that guaranteed all the right to education, marriage, and the men the right to vote, creating success within the government.
Well, I am sick and tired of Negroes coming all uppity and such, bring up the fact they can vote. If it wasn't for that damn Lincoln, Negroes still being sitting on top of me.
Why, Lily? Don't get so anxious. I bet there hardly be any Negroes coming here to vote.
Chloe, just be still. Oh, look, there's some kids over there.
Mama, I said, why don't you go play with them children? Those are white folk children.
Stop all that blasted fidgeting before I get my switch when we get home.
Oh, Tyrone, don't get so bent up out of shape. He's just being concerned about his safety.
Well, good, because the white folks are not messing around with us. They don't want to integrate the children's social life with us. It's just because of our race and our skin color. Ready?
The Parkers, like any other black family at the time, wasn't the brightest people on earth. Could you blame them? They were average, knowing very little English, trying every day to understand it. They thought they were lucky when getting their own farms, but little did they know what lied ahead of them.
Oh! Ooh!
Tyrone, you've been doing too much work in the field.
Oh, nonsense, Alicia! I've been getting us a share of the money, and I will not risk us living in dusty cupboards and such. If you don't like it, then maybe you should get a job of your own.
Job of what? You married a woman. I am a Negro and a woman. Two negatives in this society. I am taking care of our children every day and making sure he gets an education. For what? For you to criticize me? I don't think so.
Mama, Daddy, why are you two yelling at each other?
Chloe, stay in a child's place. This does not concern you.
Yes, sir.
No, he's just being worried about his surroundings.
Alicia, I am just saying, it does not matter. I'm trying to get us our money. I'm trying to get us our living. We cannot live in a broken down house. It's bad enough we have William as our master, like we're slaves. We're working for him.
Tyrone, we need you to get up on your continue doing the work in the field. Your son's gonna have to wait.
Please, sir, don't tell my kid.
Negro, you will need to stay in your...
Good night, sir.
The family felt like slaves as they were sharecropping with the white folks. Reconstruction had failed on the level between the Parkers and the white men. Congress thought that this would settle the inequality, but it just made it worse. White resistance was very prominent in the society that blacks lived in. The Parkers thought that they had gotten away from their problem when they finally stood up. But when Willie and his fellow KKK members showed up and started a riot, things changed.
Civil.
Chloe, we got to go.
Where's we going, Mama?
We just got to go. Run.
Tyrone was brutally killed that night by the KKK and was never seen again. His body may have been swallowed by the luscious soil, but his spirit will forever live, and his essence was transferred to Quelly. Alicia and Quelly ran and ran far away, never looking back, as the fires of terror lurked at their every turn. Finally, they came across a colony that they felt as if they belonged and could actually have a life. But it took time and too much hope.
We just ran from the mean white men.
It's alright, settle down. Is that your son over there?
Yeah, he's a bit shaken up and stuff.
It's alright, we'll get you some food. From now on, this is your new home.
The government gave us this home, and we thank them for that small moment of happiness, but we truly dislike them for the consequences that came upon us.
What do you think about our new
Mom, where's Daddy? Where is he?
Daddy is away. He will eventually come home.
Mom, don't ever leave me.
Chloe, you have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. Get some sleep.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
I was the one who survived. They took my husband, they took my baby. They said reconstruction was to help us, and they lied. We had to do such sharecropping with them white men. We had to run away from their terror, and inequality was always around the corner.
Civil.
Chloe, we got to go.
Where's he going, Mama?
We just got to go. Chloe, what do you do? 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 Chloe, what do you think about our new home?
Mama, where's Daddy? Where is he?
Daddy is away. He will eventually come home.
Mama, don't ever leave me.
Chloe, I won't. I love you.
I love you too, Mama.
And who got? I can't press it. I can't press it.
I was the one who survived. They took my husband, they took my baby. They said reconstruction was to help us, and they lied. We had
Where's the thing? I keep pressing play, it won't work.